As you can see, we're just minutes away from downtown Calgary. This is Wild Rose MX Park. Get ready for round 3 of Monster Energy's Motovision.
All right, Moto Troll on the internet for all you freaks and geeks out there, bringing you Monster Energy Motovision, the trio in the house, sponsored by MXP Mag, Royal Distributing, Yamaha, and of course, the fine people at Thor. Look at my shirt. I look way too professional for this type of TV show. Travs, let's get into it, buddy. We are getting lucky with the weather here. The midweek, it's scary going on with the rain and whatnot, but here we are, Sunday morning. It is beautiful here in Cowtown.
Wild Rose MX Park, one of my favorite motocross tracks that we're going to see this summer because of the dichotomy up here. We have the flat middle and those huge valleys, so we have a spectacular track. Another thing that they've noticed out here, though, is they've had so much rain that there's a lot of moisture in the track. So today, when they were developing those lines, some huge ruts. This track's going to be a little bit more technical than we saw last weekend in Edmonton. Not as fast, huge jumps, and you've talked about how much the riders love coming here because they have that little moment where they can take a breather, go off those big jumps. In terms of the news, we've got 2 pieces of information that I think they're kind of interesting. First of all, Sean Reif did hurt his foot. He broke a toe last weekend. He's got a stretched Achilles, but he still is riding. He looked pretty fast out in qualifying, so he's definitely going to be out on the track, sitting in 3rd points in the MX2 class. In the MX1 class, Freddie Carly has moved from that privateer Kawasaki to the Rockstar Suzuki team. Now he's got a factory ride. He took Mitch Cook's spot, who has been dealing with some arm issues, and he is no longer going to be riding for that team. So interesting things. First week on the bike for Carly and that Suzuki, so we'll see what happens in that MX1 class.
And the funny thing about that, no Saturday practice anymore here for the MX1. So he just got on that bike brand new this morning. Only fitting that we're sitting under the Blackfoot tent. Both riders, Medaglia and Colt Fasciotti, fastest laps today, Fabs, and they're shining bright again.
Yeah, in MX1, it's Fasciotti. Klatt just bested Canary on the last lap, and this place is totally whip friendly. They are having so much fun in that qualifying round, just pancaking it for the fans. Demuth also real fast, doing huge whips, showing they're comfortable, relaxed, and having a good time.
Yeah, that's the best part about it. You're talking about the jumps, Travis. A lot of fun. What's going to be the key to getting on the top spot here today, Travis, or Fabs? Because this is a tough track with the ruts. Starts very important.
Yeah, big time starts, getting out. It's going to be a bit dusty. It's kind of hard pack on the faces and landing, so you got to make sure you're landing straight. You know, because the front wheels can dish out. Corners, I've counted, some corners have 9, 10 different ruts. A couple of them, one line. So, you know, getting that start Aldi, and in all the rain they've had, some of the low-lying areas are still really rutting up. So, you know, you're just on the gas and then kind of and like dragging the fork legs and the pegs and stuff. But the track crew here doing an awesome job. They're going to be touching it up big time. And in the MX2 class, Tyler Medaglia, fastest. Teddy Mayer, number 1, second fastest. So all the ingredients are there. A beautiful day. Calgary, crowds already lining the fences. They've got all these new spectator galleries on the infield. So, man, this is shaping up to be maybe the best yet.
You know, I also want to touch, guys, the Max Coustard points. Colton Fast got a stranglehold right now on the 10 grand. Guys making fun in the background. The boys, the trio. Hey, let's go find the beautiful monster ladies and get into some action and get us monkeys off the screen.
Hey, this is the first moto of the day. MX2, Moto 1.
All right, Trapper and GGT. That's GG Troll for you and your moto fans out there. Okay, Galdi, let's talk about that first MX2 moto. Again, the Kawasaki's are so strong off the start. Rife gets the whole shot, and those two boys, well, I mean, there was 2 Kawasaki's for the whole moto, but they battled pretty hard until Mayer made the pass late in the moto.
Yeah, C4MX there, Luke Collette's got those motors just ticking. Spencer Knowles was actually 3rd off the start as well before we had a little crash on the back about maybe 3rd or 4th lap in, but those guys were gone. They got a front there. They had a little cushion actually after the first lap. One of the riders went down and kind of made the other guys ball behind, so they were able to kind of break free of the pack. And yeah, Teddy just kind of looked like he was taking his time there, and then all of a sudden made that pass on Rife and decided to pull away. But you got to give really good credit to Tyler Medaglia. He said he got off to a great start actually, but made a really bad move in the first turn, went a little wide, and kind of picked his way through, got himself into 3rd, and then it looked like he wasn't going to be able to catch Rife, and then he just kind of slowly picked it away, and then Rife, you can see, kind of got a bit of the anchor there, sort of went backwards. Not a lot of action though, not a lot of battle going on, but still some good rides. Those guys in the front were going good.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how quick Rife is out the top, and I think his foot was starting to hurt him. Obviously, he's got that injured foot that he hurt last weekend in Edmonton, and amazing how much it takes out of you when you're battling for the lead like that, and all of a sudden you really start to feel it late in the moto.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said he saw those guys and the pressure was on him, and he just started to tighten up and he started to think about it. And as a rider, once you start thinking about that injury, it just starts taking control and you get a little fade going on, and that's what happened. Very quiet ride from the number 12, Eric Nye. Rode 4th place pretty much the entire race. Same with Jeremy Medaglia, kind of got himself into 5th right off the start, but not much catching. They stayed the exact same the whole moto, but the number 1, 3 in a row for Teddy Mayer. Right now he's on a roll. They got to stop him.
Yeah, you know, my big downfall, you know, for the first couple races was not charging hard on the first couple laps. So I didn't get the best to start, but I was right in there in the mix with those guys, and I passed Tyler right away, and I want to make those passes quick, and got behind Sean, and we just took off. And I had a spot on the track in the back where I picked past him, and he followed a lapper one lap, and I just snuck around the outside of him and just got in a groove and rode.
It seems like the track is getting really gnarly there with the ruts. How do you battle with that along with the injury? It just seems like you're fighting something the whole time out there.
Yeah, you definitely just got to try and keep your leg up and just not dab it. That is the main thing, because when you dab it, it just sends a shock up through your foot. But I just try to manage and keep my foot up and hit the smoothest lines I could find.
It's gonna be a monster! The Monster Energy Motocross Nationals are coming! Sunday, June 27th at the Shadow Valley Raceway in Morden. The gate drops at noon for an awesome 5 hours of extreme action sports racing you'll never forget. Get up close to the most intense hole shot, bar-to-bar battles, and huge air. Check CMRCRacing.com. The Monster Energy Motocross Nationals. Sunday, June 27th, Shadow Valley Raceway, Morden, Manitoba. Race goes rain or shine.